Hey, it's your girl Sin. I'm going to be doing a little Q&A because some of you guys have slid into the DMs and have asked some really good questions. And I'm here to help you guys out along your journey, especially if you're considering going into IO. Ooh, I've been all about these mood lights lately, so I'm going to just go with it. But jumping in with question number one, it's what kind of programs did you look into? First things first, I looked into a program that supported working students. I was working full-time, I am working full-time. I'm on that 9-to-5 grind, and I needed something that would be accommodating to that schedule. I also knew I wanted to be on campus. I did not want to do online. So I tried to find a program that was flexible with that. Ask that question, are you able to be late? Are you able to miss a day? What happens if you have to stay over at work? Like, all those things are questions you want to ask, and I made sure to ask that because I knew that I couldn't just like get up and go. I had to be on a time crunch. It ended up working out because my classes were on Monday nights from 6 p.m. to 10 every Monday. Question number two, should I look into diversity? And the really simple answer to that is yeah, you should. You should show that you are diverse and that you're not just going to stick to one campus or one school or one area, that you're able to go out there and, you know, adapt to change. Definitely do encourage diversity though, and I think it is important, but at the same time be realistic with yourself because, you know, maybe going to the school down the road or that you went to for undergrad may be more practical for you than going to another school. What are some great entry-level jobs? This is a good question. So don't forget that what you're going to learn in this program can be applied in any job, and it's not limited to just an office job. However, if you are considering a route, or if you feel really like drawn to a certain route, then you should do things that are going to set you up for that. For example, I am really interested in going into HR. Really enjoy the consultative part of it, being able to show like businesses like what's right, what's wrong, what you should do to be in compliance and to avoid liabilities. When I first started working, there wasn't really a direction that I was trying to take. I was just trying to gain experience, and I think that's where we all start. And then eventually I ended up doing payroll. Like, who would have thought I would be doing payroll? Not me, that's for sure. But the reason why I did that was because one, I knew it was a really good, reputable company. And two, because I started looking at different jobs in HR and I noticed that you may need a little bit of background in payroll, and it doesn't hurt to be a good segue into that role. Always look for that opportunity no matter what role you're in. You always want to make connections, that you're presenting yourself in a way that is professional, and you always want to make sure to just show that you are a leader. And I don't think that's limited to certain roles. I think you can apply that anywhere. And last thing I want to say is, if you know somebody who is doing the role that you currently are interested in doing, or they have your dream job, reach out to them or reach out to people that hold that kind of position and ask them how they got there. Somebody asked me about my work experience prior to grad school and my story, but there is a whole video on that. Long story short, I knew clinical wasn't for me, went to a psychology club meeting, found out about IO Psych and the world of IO Psych, and just kind of took it from there. I wanted to learn more. I knew that I had to learn more, and that's kind of my journey in a nutshell. Ooh, I think my Postmates is here. Not yet. What pushed me to go to grad school? A lot of it had to do with just my work experience. I knew that there was so much more that could be done and that people can do to make work just 10 times better for people. I knew that there was something I wanted to do to make people have a better time in the workplace. So much information out there that wasn't being used, that was backed by science and that could be applied within the workplace. So a lot of my push to actually like continue my education came from my work experience because, you know, we've all been there. We have all worked probably in a place that wasn't the best, or we always had like that whatever manager. Just being exposed to that is really what pushed me to go and make an impact in the world to really better the workplace. What was your grad experience like? It was really a good time. My cohort, the people were amazing. Professors were all really great. Love that we all brought our own experiences from work and really just helped mesh that in. We were super supportive with one another. We were just a really good group. I think that I had a great experience. I think the Monday nights were perfect in my opinion because it was like the start of the week. We would also have these Saturday seminars and they would bring in guest speakers, and I thought that was so cool just to be able to like hear firsthand experiences from people that were working in training and development or HR, etc. I also really liked that we went through the program together. So when we started, we took each class together. It wasn't like, okay, pick and choose what class you wanted. So our cohort of 8 pretty much stayed together the whole time. I think 2 people didn't complete the program for personal reasons. But other than that, we all did well, and we all went through it together, and it was just fun to learn and to see each other grow. The program was 2 years long, so you end up building relationships with these people, and it's just so fun. You get to know each other. There's this like funny picture that we took on the first day of class, and we're like all far apart, and then on the last day of class we're all together. It's super cute, but it was a good experience. I had a lot of fun. I think I went to grad school at the right time in my life. Before you know it, time really goes by so fast and you're done. I got asked research or practitioner route, an MA or an MS. I got an MS. Halfway through the program, they were doing some internal changes, and they actually asked us if we wanted to get an MA instead or if we wanted to stick to MS. And I was like, there's no way I'm just gonna like scrap all that. Like, no. Even though research isn't exactly what gets me excited, I figured, you know, it's still good to learn it. So I just trekked on and I finished my thesis and I got an MS. Did we internship or research? Research. There was no internship opportunity within my program, again because it was tailored for working students. You're using your experiences within the class. That was their expectation. So we did not do an internship. I've seen both, and it's really kind of up to you to decide on that if you can decide on that. One of the research options that we had was more of like applied, which was still doing a thesis, but then just working with an organization to help solve a problem or find some information for them. And that was kind of like an internship because you were working with another organization. And some people worked with some really cool businesses. One of the former students had worked with Sidecar Donuts, I think, which is like basically this really, really good donuts shop down in Orange County. Opportunity for network and also for her to get experience as like a consultant. My Postmates was delivered 20 minutes ago. You're back. Woo! My Postmates has been delivered, so let's wrap this up. Next question. Ooh, I really like this question. Did your mindset change about the field or about what you want to do? Oh. For the most part, no. My mindset did not change about the field or about what I wanted to do. I've always been interested in HR, and I think I'm on my way to getting there. And that'll be for another video. So much more empowered to just go out there and change the work environment. And I was excited to be a fresh graduate student. More than anything, I think it actually helped solidify like what I wanted to do. I want to work in HR eventually, and I want to actually work as a consultant. So I think, you know, doing these videos is kind of why I like to share information, because I want other people to know. I don't want to just keep it to myself. I want to share knowledge for everybody, and I feel like it's important. I understand that not everybody may be clear on what their next step may be, and that's absolutely okay. Again, IO Psych is kind of broad, so you don't have to make a decision and say like, okay, I'm going to be a trainer, a corporate trainer. Don't be afraid to jump around and try different fields, because in the end, you're going to be the expert, and you actually know so much more than you think you do. I love this field. I feel like you can apply it anywhere, and I'm really excited for the next step. Long-term goals. That's tough. Things can change tomorrow, and nothing is meant to be linear, but like I said, I kind of plan on going into HR. I feel like I'm in a position where I could learn a lot. Eventually, I would love to be a consultant. Like I said, I think just teaching people is like what excites me, and just sharing my knowledge. So that is my long-term goals. Last question is, are there any cons to IO? People don't really know about it, and when you tell people, oh, I'm studying IO, you're probably gonna get asked like, what is that? So have patience with people and really use that as time to teach them. Share with them what you may know. That you can make a big impact, whether it be a large organization or small. You are the expert at the end of the day. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A. I'm gonna go eat my Postmates now. Catch you guys later. Bye.